Let's talk about sports betting for a second, if I can make the world's worst transition. Let's talk about sports betting. You,
I'm no good at that either.
I just call myself out. You host a sports betting show, I believe, for CBS as well.
Not for CBS, for one of our clients.
Okay.
We hosted a show. I did it with Warren Sapp, our client Bet Online, last football season. Then we had Gary Payton and Warren do a show, and then just finally Gary Payton doing our basketball show for our client Bet Online. And didn't do it this season, but yeah, in the past I have done that.
And it's the rise of sports betting is something that we're fascinated with here, specifically in the NFL and in college football. Where do you think it goes? And not to turn this into a political pundit show here, but is it good for the game? Is it good for football? Is betting? Is it okay? Are we in a good spot with it?
I liken it to the new NIL rules. As Jimbo Fisher said to us at the SEC Media Days this summer, and subsequently a few weeks or a month ago, he reiterated it. NIL has been around; it's just been under the table. Gambling has been around, and now it's out there for everyone to see. You look at fantasy, and I remember the NFL said, "Oh, we'll never get involved with fantasy sports. It's too similar to gambling." Okay, who are they in bed with? Because that has assisted in growing the game. Fantasy is taking football, all these different sports, to a whole nother level. And people are participating in fantasy. They don't know a damn thing about the game, but they just watch their different players. That's how they view it. And the NFL doesn't care as long as you're watching. And whatever your motivation, you're tuning in. And it's the same thing with gambling. It's always been here. It's going to be here. And it's become more mainstream. And as long as no one gets compromised, and I don't foresee that happening. Yes, there have been some instances in the past, but it hasn't been widespread. So I have no problem. You see it at the college stadiums now. CBS, my employer, we're in bed with gaming entities. So it's more mainstream, and it's going to continue to grow. And the amount of cash they're throwing at all these different opportunities is astronomical.
Brian Jones is the guest here on the Stick and Hack Show from CBS College Football and ex-NFLer.